Well, hello there, our TikTok livers. If you're not live with us, why not? Come and join us on the Black Women in Grants TikTok page. Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you guys for a pop up live under the covers in front of the fan with the air blowing. I ain't been out the house. Just had, I guess that's brunch. I don't know. Leftovers. Work for me though. Hey y'all, welcome. Come in, say hello. If you can see me and hear me, let me turn my screen up real bright like an old lady so I can see y'all comments. Welcome to Grant Prep Academy or GPA. I'm Dr. A.J. Austin, lead professor in these Grant streets. Lego. Let's talk about your business. Tell me what you do in the chat real quick. Many of you guys are looking for grants, right? Let's talk about it. I'm supposed to be working on this book y'all see on the screen. I changed the title yesterday and some of the content, and now we back to edits. I'll be done at some point. It is so good. So much good information. 15 new topics I'm introducing, all about grants and how collectively over at blackwomeningrants.com we've won over 6 figures in funding. I'm so excited because we just found out yesterday that one of our mentees is being featured in an article for a thank you girl, you are so right, my finger right there. She's been featured in an article for winning the L'Oreal grant. Did y'all know L'Oreal gave $10,000 to 40 businesses recently, and one of our Black Women in Grant mentees is one of the women. I'm so excited for her. So she waiting on that check. And she's been implementing everything that I teach you guys. Hey, pretty wings. Thank you, girl. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I want to chat. I want to know about your business and what you do. What's the business that you're trying to get a grant for? Or y'all just kind of being nosy? Let me know. Either way, it's okay, but just talk to me. I just wanted to jump on. I can't tell if I'm going to take a nap or get up and go for a ride around the city. I mean, you never know about me. I'm in here building up my energy. We're going to do something at some point. Welcome. So real quick in the chat, tell me about your business. Like, what do you do in that business that you're looking for a grant for? Because grants are out. I don't know why I didn't call for you. That was weird. You're trying to start up a printing business. What kind of printing? Get specific. Is it like t-shirts and tumblers and bags and mugs and stuffs? Hello, Yvette. How are you? Welcome back. Sublimination. I remember that word somebody told me yesterday. I always forget what it's called. What type of print are you trying to do, girl? What are y'all looking for grants for in your business? Are y'all looking for grants? Or y'all just on here being nosy? What y'all doing? Let me know. Let me know. Is my finger still on the mic? I'm trying to hold my phone right. What is it? Eleem? How you say that, girl? Let me put my glasses on. Hold on. Put your name in the chat. Ebonic style, hooked on phonic style, so I can say it right. Elime. Elime. Do my glasses need cleaning? I hope not. I'm so lazy right now. Okay, we good. It says catering. Okay. Pretty Wing says screen printing to start off. Then we'll be looking into getting an embroidery and engraving machine. Good. So what is it that you guys can use a grant for in your business? I'm cold. That's a good thing because it's hot outside. But you know, it's that kind of cold that I just want to like be under the blankets or don't move for a couple hours, you know. I'm trying to fight it, y'all. Y'all better talk to me. You said a scrub shop? Oh, like scrub. Girl, I had to think. Like scrubs that they wear in the hospitals. Scrubs. Okay. Them scrubs be cute, too. Make me want to wear a uniform. all the time. I bet that's easy to dress. But I heard they get expensive too, so. What is it that y'all looking for grants for, though? Y'all better talk and tell me. If you're new here, say so. Say, hey, girl. Let me tell you hey back real quick like we cousins in the country. The grant will be for the remaining balance of the printer and other supplies. Okay. 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 Y'all want to hear? Let me hurry up before she jump on. Hey, cousins. Look, as soon as I say country cousins, one of our country cousins jump on here. Hey, A to Z Crafty Shop. How is you doing? Hey, Rita. Welcome. You ain't new no more. Now you done spoke. Go on in the kitchen and get you something to drink, girl. To help buy supplies to open a store. Okay, hold on. I need to adjust because I don't like this. I'm cold. Trying to talk to y'all. Trying to drink coffee, but it's funny when I drink it early in the day, I go right to sleep. But honey, tonight, I know I'm going to be fighting for my life trying to go to sleep. It be waiting to kick in. I was about to do something. Oh, y'all want me to tell y'all? Hold on, I forgot what I was going to ask y'all, but I know what I'm doing. And I'm multitasking. And apparently, in between naps trying to multitask, I ain't good at it. Let me scroll back up. Somebody had said something about, okay, screen printing. To start off, then we'll be looking to get an embroidery, scrub shop, printer, other supplies. My country cousin came in here. Buy supplies. Oh, I know. Y'all want me to share a little bit of Ashley's essay that just won her $10,000 from L'Oreal, one of the biggest beauty brands in the world, to extend her skincare line. And so when y'all are like, when I say, what you're going to use the grant for, you can know how to answer that question in a way that gets your check writ. Let me know. We can be nosy real quick before she get on here. She might already be on here. Ashley, you on here? I be trying to talk about it before she get here. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. That's what I get for trying to be sneakily. I'm in my wrong email. Hold on, y'all. I don't even know how to get out of here. You said, I am also a bail bondsman. Okay, black woman. My business coach said I need to pick one, catering or bail bonding. I feel like there's a need for both, but two ends of the spectrum, girl. They're going to be hungry when they get out, though. I named it the Doctor of Grants. I named it to the doc. What we talking about, Yvette? I missed it. Oh, I missed your last comment. I have a book for just when I see you're live. I'm her running through the house to get the book. Love it. Love it. Yes. Have a book. Yes. It's a lot of my clients say that. They're like, you got your own notebook, girl. So yeah, do that. Cause honey, if you like me, I got notebooks galore. And you should be able to fill up a whole notebook listening to me. Be able to write your own book. Freedom and Flavor. What's that? That's your just got it. Y'all are crazy. I love that so much. Hold on. Oh Lord, I told you I'm fighting a nap, so it took me a minute. That is hilarious. I love it. She said, oh my gosh, I be trying not to laugh at y'all because once I get started, it's over, honey. That was funny. It took me a minute. I was like, what is she talking about? Okay. That's good. She said, pick one. Now my eyes watered. I got tears on my glasses. Can't read your comments. Hold on. Now I got to clean my glasses. That was funny. That caught me off guard. Okay. Listen here. Hold on. I'm trying to find Ashley's essay for y'all too. But it ain't popping up. I don't know why my little tablet is so slow. Let me see. That was funny. Lord, my nose running. Uh-oh. Is this the right one? Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling while y'all talk to me. That was good right there. I love it. That's a great name for your business. They get out of jail and start eating. That is funny. Y'all are crazy. What other businesses we got here? Got me cracking up, honey. Hold on. I'm trying to where's my laptop in the living room. I don't want to get up. Hold on, y'all. I thought I was doing something, but apparently. Okay. So let's chat. Let's chat about grants. Y'all ready? I don't know why my Gmail does not want to connect to my tablet. I was trying to find Ashley's essay to show y'all what a $10,000 win looks like for those of you with products. Let me see. Let me try this one more time. If not, y'all pray my strength, literally, to get up out this bed and go get my real Baperda to see if it'll pull up on there. Okay, let me try this one more down. Okay. Any other businesses here coming to hang out with us? Let me see if this is her winning essay. Okay, A to Z says she do several things. Like what, girl? Tell us what you do, girl. I forgot why I wanted to share her essay with y'all. But y'all keep telling me about your business and tell me what you would use a grant for. Even if you've told me before, child, I forgot. Tell me again. Please elaborate on why you intend to use this grant. I'm trying to think. This is the... Anyway, we might have to do that later because her essay is pretty long and it has some really good parts. And I had took some notes for y'all. Y'all want me to go get my notes? Let me know. It's 10 vital parts of every small business grant application. And I thought of Ashley's, her application for this $10,000 L'Oreal grant she just won a couple days ago because she won $10,000 for it. And so I wondered if y'all wanted to know some of the things that you should be on there. Yeah, she won $10,000. I wanted you to see an insert from it, but I can't remember exactly what part, and I ain't gonna put all her business on blast like that, but I wanted y'all to hear, I think it was the part where she was telling them why to give her this money. Let me see, tell them more about where you're heading and where you're going with it. Anyway, it's like 5 pages. I'm trying to read through and remember the one part that I wanted to share with y'all. But really, I think what would benefit you most is if I just get up and go get my notes, because it points out all of the good that she shared, and then one that I shared for a $50,000 grant that I was selected for round 2 for. And so, let me see. Yeah, I feel like I can't read her essay without giving away too much. Hold on, y'all. It's so good. Anyway, I'll go get my notes. I think that will serve you best. So, y'all keep talking to me while I get up in a minute. A to Z says, I have A to Z Crafty Shop, Tampa, BBQ Queens, and A to Z Cleaning. Y'all do everything. Well, what's the one business that you're trying to win a grant for? I know it would help to win a grant for all your business ideas. What was it? What was the flavor? Freedom and flavor. I know. It would be great to win a grant for all of that. But if you had to choose one to start off with, what would you pick? The Wells Fargo Open for Business grant is open for business in Charlotte. Thank you, Angela. Yvette says, I'm currently a licensed child care provider, but I'm doing a business plan for a center. Love it. Oh, and Drive Roadies. And what is Drive Roadies? What is that? Is that like Instacart? Yvette says, look at the 21st Century Grant. So here, Angela, we don't really vouch for grants. I'm careful of dropping names for specific grants because of our brand here. Like, I know you're helping. I haven't heard of the grants that you're sharing. Do you have experience with those grants? Like, you've applied or you know the winners? I have to be careful because we don't know who's on this live, and I do receive messages here on TikTok from grant check writers that they be watching us and watching y'all. And so we don't, you know how like brand partnerships work? You don't say their name unless they write you a check. That's how we do it here. So we do have a list of grants that I share with you over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And the only ones I vouch for are the ones that I've applied for and won, or that I've had one-on-one conversations with the grant check writers. So we really don't do much name dropping unless one of our Black Women in Grants have won that grant. So hopefully that makes sense. I do believe in sharing resources, but you know how you got to be careful? Because then it come back and be like, well, Angela said, and she was on Black Women in Grants, and child, be careful. And this stuff being recorded, girl, be careful. Okay. Yvette says, but there's also a great need for a scrub shop in my area. So why is there a need for a scrub shop, Yvette? Is it like, are they hard to find? Are y'all in like a rural area where they don't really deliver? Like how do you determine that there's a need for a scrub shop in your area? Let me know. I'm curious. So you want to do a daycare center and a scrub shop. Okay. Eileen, I'm going to just say that till you tell me how to pronounce it right. Miss Wall says she want to buy a food truck or restaurant in North Carolina. That's a big difference. One is brick and mortar and you can't go nowhere. And the other one, you can pick it up and move it with hydraulics on it. Which one you going to pick? Okay, yes, it's a delivery company. Cool. Trust Drug Testing Brand. What does that mean, Cheryl Williams? That's your business? A to Z say, I want to get a building for A to Z Crafty Shop. Got it. Free says, I understand being careful about grantors. I've given out funding for the 21st. Okay, so one more time. We do not name drop here just for legalistic protection's sake. If I drop the name of a grant, it's because I know the person writing the check. I've had a conversation with it. I've won the funding, or one of our Black Women in Grants have won the funding. Other than that, you're vouching for people and brands that you don't know about. So that's attached to your name. So we don't do that with Black Women in Grants because we don't want our name on nothing unless it's a check behind it. You feel me? And so when some of these brands see that we got 67,000 of y'all here on this page, y'all are literal numbers to them, especially if they charge application fees to apply. They see tens of thousands of dollars. They see dollar signs. So unless they writing us checks to help y'all, we don't drop names. So I don't know nothing about the grants that y'all ham at on here. So we ain't gonna repeat the names or vouch for it or tell people go apply. I don't know. That could be a scam. You could be a scammer. I don't know. So we got to be wise. Use our discernment. So that's the last I'm going to address that part right there. Just put it out there for FYI purposes. Want to do a micro suite and events in your space. Got it. I want both. I'll pull my food truck up to the court. Could you please stop making me laugh? I love it. Okay. So y'all told me what you do. You told me a little bit about what you're going to use your grant money for. How much in grants do you need? How much in funding do you want to win for your food trucks, for your brick and mortar, for your event space, for your micro suites? What's the amount y'all trying to see on these checks? Let me know. Y'all got me over here just a giggling, honey. Because that freedom and flavor is funny. I don't think that will never not be funny to me now. She said I will pull up to the courthouse. That right there. What they say, get it how you live. Girl. That is hilarious. Okay. Let me grab my notes here and see if I can share some tips with y'all real quick about what should go on your business application based on Ashley's essay and then one that I wrote that got selected recently. So y'all keep talking to me in the chat. Let me see these numbers. 100K. Oops. 500,000 times 10. Look at Yvette doing the math already. Math is mathing. Hey, Top Notch Beauty School. Good to see you, girl. 175. You need a startup grant, 20K. 7,500. I owe 5,000 left on the machine, and the rest will be for blanks and supplies. Okay. Anybody else? Tell me more. Okay, let me see. 20K, I just got 1,000 microloan from Habitat for Humanity. Congratulations. I hope you're able to pay that back swiftly and multiply that investment, because that's what it's about. You go, girl, for even applying and getting approved. That's a major step. Congratulations. Okay, so now we know what you do. We know what you need a grant for. We know how you're going to use the grant. How would you multiply the grant funds? Like, what would you invest it in that would multiply that money? Maybe it'll take your 20K. Hello, Miss Purpose Pressure. Welcome back. What would you do to multiply some of that money out of the 20K, the 7,500, the 175, the 500,000, the 100K? Like, how would you guys flip it? So let's say you got the grant. It's 20K, right? How much would you take, and what would you do with how much you take to like flip it, to multiply the impact? Let's walk through that real quick, because this is important. A grant loves when you can show them how you'll multiply either the amount of money they give you or the impact that that money could make. So what would you say if they said, how could you take this investment and multiply either the amount of money or the impact? What would you put? Real quick. Y'all got to be quick. Talk to me. I told y'all I'm fighting a nap. Y'all done made me laugh, so that used up a lot of my energy to teach. And now, y'all better keep me awake and talk. So the schools in our area are paying quite a bit for their sports uniform and spirit. Woo! Wait a minute. Stuff falling. I'm hearing noises. I'm the only one in here now. So answer the question real quick. How would you multiply either the amount of your grants or the impact your grant could have? Because that's what a grant wants to know. I would open a daycare center, buy all supplies and staff, open a thrift shop in the building. How are you multiplying that impact, though? Like, that just sounds like you're spending money. So what I mean is, how would you take some of the money from the grant and make it make more money for you? I mean, eventually, yeah, I could see more money coming in through a thrift shop. Yeah, more money could come in through the daycare center. Tell me more. Let's dream a little bit more. Just because you can do it cheaper don't mean it would be. How would you multiply? Maybe, do y'all understand the question? Am I asking it right? Because these are some things you're going to have to think through, because grants are one of the most frequently asked questions on grant applications is, what will you use the funds for? So they love to hear how you can take $1 and squeeze an extra 15 cents out of it. Y'all feel me? Y'all need some help with this? Let me know now. I know we be kikiing, but this math got a math, and right now we in remedial, Jesus. We after school tutoring. The thrifty shop I have used clothes by the hundred. So you already got the clothes. And I have my family and friends. Okay. So either I'm gonna spend some more time with y'all on this or we gonna move on, but I think everybody failing this question right now. I don't like that. Let me give you an example. Let's say you got a business, right? Let's start at the basics. And now you want to teach people in your community either how to do the same business you do or take a portion of what you do and teach others. Just as a give back. I know, yeah, the limited characters make it hard to flesh out your ideas, but so do grant applications. The same space TikTok gives you, grants the same way. You got 350 characters. That's including letters, spaces, and periods, exclamation points. So they want you to get to the point and make it make sense. But let me break it down. So let's do it for us here at Black Women in Grants. Here I am teaching you guys about grants and grant funded opportunities. We have a book that educates you on the grant game. You see it on your screen. That's one of them. We got two, really three, but I just combined two of them yesterday. And we offer scholarships for you guys to come join us for a full year to learn about grants, right? So at this time, we have about 300 people in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. We've given away over $50,000 in scholarships. So we've saved you a lot of money. Grants come in and make up the difference for that. We have these TikToks I've been doing with you guys for over a year. 230 plus episodes now. We keep a running playlist. For those of you who have come in late or had to leave early or really ain't paying attention and didn't write down the notes the first time, we have a playlist that you can go listen to all this. Y'all see how this is turning into educational material, intellectual property. So when we get a grant, we turn around and give you a scholarship to come through the training. And then you get educated on how to go out and find money for your business. And it continues to pay forward for legacies and generations to come. We have learning materials that are easily printable, repeatable, hundreds of people with the same access to the same information going out and implementing this information. So it's multiplying in and of itself. And I'm here with y'all hanging out laughing. Y'all see what I'm saying? But we have 300 women in the program doing the work as we speak. So you have to be able to tell a grant how their money will allow you to either multiply their money or multiply the impact. So for us, we can say, this time last year, we were teaching 400. Well, we weren't even teaching yet because you can't go live on TikTok till you get 1,000 people. So we have 400 people on our TikTok channel. We reached 1,000 super quick and started going live. The lives are now recorded. We're now at 230 plus lives. Boom, whole playlist full of lives, content, knowledge library. You can go back and watch on repeat, on demand, unlimited amount of times while you cook and clean and walk and drive, and right. Then I wrote a book for all the stuff that I've shared with you guys over the year. The book is in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So then we got another educational product. We wrote the book on the screen that you see. We got another educational product. Grants have helped us give us time off to write the books, to promote the books, to publish the books, to share the books, to record the books, to talk about the books. to sell the books. And then when you come mentor with us, we've done trainings, we've done workshops, we've done boot camps, we've done master classes, we've done audio trainings, worksheets, and so much more in a mentorship. So you got 2 books, you got a TikTok playlist from the last year, 200 plus episodes. You got recordings of trainings we've done together. You got a community of 300 ladies who are paid to train with us for a full year. And the regular price to train with us is $997. But all of these ladies have been blessed with the opportunity to train with us for only $97. You can join them. This is a legit standing opportunity to come train with me for a year for only $97 in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So here we are with a community of 300, paid $97, should have paid $997, meaning we've given well over $50,000 back to our community. So we've multiplied the impact. We've multiplied the money. Just with what we're teaching and sharing and helping Black women find funding for their businesses is multiplying their impact and their legacy. So you see how you're taking the work that you started out and you're duplicating it. You're making it bigger and bigger. Let me give you another example. I went through a 7-week small business pitch competition training class. I got free tuition to train for 7 weeks to learn how to pitch my business live in a pitch competition against other businesses. So I was representing the state of Georgia. They had like 5 states. It was like Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Florida, and Alabama. And I won for Georgia. I won $500. I took my $500 winning and I went and invested it in a business training program. And so this program was set up for a full year, but I finished it in 3 months. So I took a $500 win investment from a grant, put it into a business training program, finished that program that was supposed to take a year. I finished it in 3 months and have now made well over 6 figures working super part-time in the last few months. So when I say, how can you take a grant, flip the money, either make it make more money for you or make it multiply the impact? Multiplying the impact means you're giving back, you're sharing in the wealth, you're bringing others with you, you're offering scholarships and educational platforms and intellectual property like books and classes and workshops, etc. Or you're taking the money and letting it make more money for you. $500 in exchange for 6 figures? Yeah, sign me up. Y'all see how this works? Is it making sense? Let me know. Okay, Top Notch says marketing, offering advanced training classes that can be completed in a shorter time to help more people. Dana says I would purchase baking oven, commercial mixers, baking supplies for my baking classes. Got it. Rent out space in our daycare for training use. I see y'all thinking through this. Come on, thoughts. Use the bus from your daycare to advertise for other. Put vending machines in the break room. Have a snack shop with everything staff will need so they don't have to go out to the store. Hello, Ashley Rankin. I was trying to talk about you before you got here. I'm glad you're just getting here. I was trying to tell all your business, girl. Shay says, good morning. Good morning, Shay Love. Pretty Wing says, I would love to hold sessions with adult kids, teaching them the process in business. Teacher other parents how to open. Yeah, look at God. Pretty Wing says, gotcha. Yes, makes sense. Sense is made. Okay. So I'm going to need y'all to think through your answers for what you put, because we was on a short bus for a minute. Speaking of renting out buses, we might can upgrade to a party bus. She said, tell my business. I was trying to do it. I was like, let me hurry up before she get on here. Hurry, let me tell y'all about Ashley real quick. Let me tell y'all what she... Yes, girl. What questions y'all got about the 2 examples I just shared with you? Because y'all answers was not answering like 5 minutes ago. But now that we on the same page, I think, ask me a question about it. Okay. In your daycare, you can set aside funding to help families pay rent that are behind, or you can just simply take away the expense of daycare and pay up the daycare for a year. Come on, somebody. Or if they have multiple kids, be able to discount something, or take away the worry of the food. Ooh, Mama Tot here on TikTok just did this yesterday. I'm assuming, I don't know the full story, but what I caught, I think she's in Alabama, and there's a store that sells uniforms that the kids need to go back to school, and the school has a deadline to when the parents have to have the uniforms purchased. So Mama Todd and her husband just went and bought all the uniforms in the store and was like, boom. Now the parents saying they got one less worry. The baby got clothes to wear to school. What else y'all got? You see what I'm saying? So there's a way, and we teach this in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com when we talk about social impact. This is one of Ashley's favorite parts of the trainings, where you don't have to step too far outside of what you already do. Ashley, can I tell them about your social impact? I was trying to skim through your application and tell them the really good parts that I liked, but I didn't want to put all your business out there. So since you here, I can get permission to share just a little bit, not everything. I don't want to tell all your business. But social impact, and I was impressed by what Ashley showed. So Ashley just won a $10,000 grant from L'Oreal. I can say the name now because it's out in the press. We didn't know it till yesterday. Googled her name, Googled the grant, and she been talked about and we ain't even know it. Thank you for letting me share. So we did a training on social impact. It's a part of I think it was in the 2-day boot camp that you guys get a recording to in the mentorship. And in it, I teach you how you need to pick a cause that's really important to you. And it doesn't have to be drastic, like paying the rent to somebody's house. That's their business, where they live. But where them babies live, while you got your care and hands on them, how they get back and forth to the daycare center, that's your concern. So if it's a gas voucher to get the kids to the daycare, if it's putting gas in the bus to go pick the babies up to get them to the daycare, if it's feeding them, buying their uniforms, bringing in outside trainers to work with them, helping them with homework after school, getting them prepared. I worked at my last job before I really launched out full-time for entrepreneurship, was working with, this was so cool. I was in school getting my bachelor's, and my school offered a summer program to kids who were advanced learners. And so I was tested as gifted in elementary school myself. So I know what it's like to be, you don't want to leave your friends, but you're that standout kid. And so people pay more attention to you. There's more funding available to you, etc. So I was blessed as an adult to work with kids who were where I was in elementary. And so in the summertime, their parents would literally come up to the school, my college, and hand me a check to work with these kids. I was the administrator of the program. And so we hired teachers to give individual advanced classes over the summer. It was called College for Kids. So these kids were elementary school kids learning about college concepts. And so when they go back to school the next year, they're literally more advanced than their classmates. So of course, they're going to excel quicker because they're already on the path that is preparing them for college. And so here in our state of Georgia, one of the schools that I went to for high school, they had a track called College Prep. And so because these kids are already on college preparatory track in elementary school and their parents are invested in that, we had places like Chick-fil-A and anyone that I wanted to sponsor us for whatever, because they believed in the future of these kids because they were already on college track at such a young age, I could get it. So I share that because that was my world, that college campus for these kids during the summer, bringing in the support of the community, taking a load off for the parents, and knowing the kids were going to excel because they had everything they need, and the parents trusted us to make sure that these kids were on the right track. They would spend their whole summer advancing these kids. And so my goal was to control that world, from how we communicated with teachers throughout the year, to celebrating the accomplishments of the kids, to getting the community involved, to taking something off that parent's plate, because all the parents wanted to do was go out, work, provide the funding to help prepare their babies to be advanced. Okay. So I share that because your social impact, and by the way, I had my own business working with the college as well. So they brought me in as a consultant because of the success I already had in one of my first business, which was working with kids and Girl Scout troops and all that. Y'all don't know that life. I ain't shared all my business yet, but it's in my books. Don't worry. So I'm sharing this because when it comes to applying for funding, getting sponsorship, setting up partnerships with bigger corporations, etc., all they need to do is see the vision you have for what you do and how you're reaching back to your community. Remember, I said these kids are who I was at their age. So I'm little Dr. AJ's running around, and you remember stuff like that. You remember the teachers that helped you and, supported you. I remember the teacher that tested me as a gifted student said, she was real, coming from a low income background, family with not a really high reputation, very low expectation of black kids in the community, very high odds stacked against me. And she looked me in my eyes. She was my counselor. Her name was Miss Brandon, white lady. She said, "It is up to you to break the curse." She told me that in elementary school, and here I am, grown, and still remember that. So, little stuff like that has impact on kids' future. My kids with the College for Kids program remember that Chick-fil-A sponsored ice cream for us. Okay? So Miss AJ made sure that they had something good to eat and did fun experiments through the summer. But they remember stuff like that. That was my social impact, my literal resume of helping kids in the community, reaching back to the community, bringing us all together for the sake of College for Kids was the reason why some of these kids excelled while I was there. So that's social impact. You don't have to reach too far outside of what you already do. So when I say, how will you take a grants check, multiply that money, and multiply that impact? That's what I'm talking about. So we had funding for like little award ceremonies, little graduation ceremonies, little gifts, stuff for the parents, etc. So as you're thinking of social impact, think about what you already do and how to make it even better, right? So for Ashley, she is launching her skincare line with the 10K grant that L'Oreal just blessed her with a few days ago. We waiting on that check. Come on through, ink, dry, and mail us that check. So for her social impact, she chose to go into the school system and work with the youth. That's social impact. And she's going to be sharing some of the knowledge that she's learned as an entrepreneur with her own skincare line, sticking with the theme of what she already does in her business, and help young girls with a portion of what the grant gives her. Y'all see how social impact works? Talk to me in the chat and let me know if this is making sense. Y'all got it? Yep. What questions you got? What questions can I answer for you about what we talked about so far? About how to multiply this money and this impact. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sitting in front of the fan. And it's triggering everything. Any questions? Let me know. I wanted to share with you. Let me see. I got so much to share with y'all, but we have to divide our time. I made that list. I don't know how many of you guys were with us the other day when we started talking about the 10 things that should be on every small business grant application. And we talked about making sure that the grants that you apply to for your small business align with where you are in your business. Yep, that's good, Yvette. Making sure all children and teachers wearing uniform so families won't have to worry. That's a great social impact or social cost to put in your grant application when they like what you gonna use our money for. And then you give them that balance of how much all that's gonna cost, you know? That's a great start. So when we talk about aligning yourself with making sure you're connected with your business and the vision of the grant, making sure that you have a social cause, making sure that your brand and the grant's brand makes sense to do business together. Just like I was saying, that's why I don't name drop many grants here on our channel, because we ain't co-signing nobody unless they done wrote us a check. And it's just that. This is business, babes. And we ain't vouching for nobody we don't know. We talked about also making sure that you share your future growth plans with the grant, along with like when you plan to launch stuff. So if you got plans to start a social mission or to help your community, let's say you want to do the uniform drive or whatever before school starts. Just like with Mama Tot, they got a deadline for how long the parents have to get the kids' uniform before school starts. So that's your date. So you can say by this time, you know, at whatever time, we want to have this, this, and this in place. And then you can tell a grant, here's where you come into play helping us carry that out. And so if you include your future growth plans or you include how you want to expand your business itself, plus your social mission, etc., maybe you're introducing new products, new services that are coming soon. Maybe you want to get into different markets. Maybe you want to tap into some luxury branding or something like that, partnering with other businesses in the community. All of that needs to have a due by date, if you will. But another important thing that you want to make sure that you're aware of is your grant budget. And so when I asked you guys, you know, how much could you see yourself winning or how much do you want to win? That's the beginning of what we call your grant goal. And so the goal starts, you come up with the amount that you could see yourself winning because you've done a budget for what you need help with in your business, how much that's going to cost. So for example, how much is it going to be to get a food truck, to get a brick and mortar? How much is it going to cost to get everybody uniforms? How much is it going to cost for the inventory for your scrub shop? Y'all see what I'm saying? So that has a dollar amount, which is your literal starting point, aka grant goal for I need at least this much to meet that goal. Shay said, I'm learning so much from you, Queen. Thank you, Shay. So if you have a grant goal, that means you have a grant budget. If you have a grant budget, that means you know the proposed use of funds. What that means is how you're going to use the money when they grant it to you. So when they ask you, you got it here. We're going to take this amount, help the community. We're going to take this amount, invest in inventory. We're going to take this amount and take some extra classes that's going to help us make more money in the end. We're going to take this amount and build out this part of our business that's going to help bring more money in eventually. And so you have to spell out exactly how a grant will help you achieve the goals that you have set out now that you have that amount in mind. And then exactly what you want that grant to help you do if you are awarded that money. But here's the catcher. A grant will love it if you also told them what you would do if you didn't win the money. How will you still succeed in this business? Because this is a business. Businesses are about making money. So if you have a plan for, if I won this 10K, 50K, here's what I would do. In the meantime, while I'm waiting on y'all to make a decision for if I'm selected this round, here's what I'm also going to be doing. Going out and applying for other grants. Selling my products and services to more people. Expanding into bigger markets. Creating bigger partnerships. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's just like if you're dating or when you were dating back in the day and you got more than, you got a roster. You got choices. You got options. Oh, you tripping? Okay, your competition on the phone. And they straighten up real quick, right? They like, wait a minute. I thought I was the only one. No, we got a plan, bruh. We about to put it in place. You coming? You gonna act right? You know. And so it's not saying that you're gonna trick them into writing you a check, but you're showing them that you're just one of our options. We're reaching out to letting know what we got going on. We would love to have you be a part of this. If not, we understand. There's more fish in the sea, and we're going to keep going for it, okay? Like, Ashley has over $451,000 in grant applications out there. L'Oreal said, hey, be one of our 40. We want to give you $10,000. She like, okay, and I'm going to keep going too, okay? So as y'all are writing me this check, I'm going out and applying for more checks. Is that cool? We good? You can be one of my boos, one of my grant boos. That's how that works. We got options. And that's how it should be. Yep. So let's talk about that even more. Not only if you don't win this grant, let me show you how you can take that lesson. Because T Talks, I don't think she's on here with us yet. She emailed me the other day. And I know the last time that we talked on Zoom, she mentioned rejection from grants. So let's say you apply for a grant and you don't win it this time. There's so many lessons that you can learn from quote unquote rejections. Number one, feedback. Get feedback on the application. There's a feedback email template in my book, Finding Funding, over at blackwomeningrants.com. You can literally copy and paste it from the book, email it to a grant, asking them for specific feedback on your application for what you can do better next time you apply for their grant, or take that information and apply it to another grant. They may or may not offer you the feedback, but you can ask. I just got feedback from the $50,000 grant that I was selected for round 2 at the top of the year. And their feedback is more priceless than the grant. So, perfect example of what would you do if you didn't win the fund. So while I was not selected for the 50K, I have feedback that's going to win me well over that over the coming months. Y'all see what I'm saying? So because they took time to go through my application, tell me where my strong points were, and tell me where I could get stronger. Because if I caught their eye at a $50,000 level, imagine going to apply for a $2,500 grant, a $10,000 grant, a $15,000 grant coming from a $50,000 feedback level. And so you can ask for feedback to be one of the lessons learned from the rejection. Sometimes they don't have the team or the bandwidth because they get so many applications. But sometimes you'll be surprised that you may find one of the teammates that's nice enough to go through your application. I've been on 2 feedback calls and got 1 feedback email from 3 different grants. All priceless. And the calls were so good. The first one turned into, your application is very strong, and can you do us a favor and go on our site and tell us what else we need to put on there to get more strong applications like yours. The second call was, your application was strong. We can't figure out why we didn't give you the money. And I said, well, here's a tip. So I was able to give feedback to the grant that they were asking questions on the application that made strong applications like mine slip through the crack because they were expecting answers to questions that wasn't even on their application. So I had that grant check writer taking notes from my call about my application. The next winner was a Black woman for that grant. And now the email that I received last week took my 50K grant essay answers and said, here's how to make it worth well over 50K. Priceless, right? So not only are you taking the feedback from one application, now you're going to implement it in the future. You're going to go and apply at a higher level, and you're going to include that you have now been analyzed by a $50,000 grant opportunity to apply for another grant at a higher level. So now the next grant you're applying to is pleased that you have not only applied for funding before them, didn't win the funding, got feedback that you literally can't even pay for, made your application for their grant stronger. Now it's an honor to hear what a 50K opportunity told you to do better on this application. You're implementing what they shared in the feedback to apply for another grant. That's showing how you're investing in your skills. You're so serious about funding your business that you're taking time, you're humble enough to receive critique and to implement the information and to still keep trying. That's tenacity. That's a characteristic that one grant put in their terms and conditions. If we do give you this money, promise us that you got the strength, the wherewithal to keep pushing and make your business work, whether you win or not. So that's why I say a grant would absolutely love your application if you told them, here's what I would do with your money and here's what I'm going to do without your money, because I've been doing it and here's what I'm going to keep doing and how I'm going to keep doing it better. You want to give me some feedback? You want to write me a check? You want to be a part of this movement? That's what grants are looking for, versus somebody that's just coming with their hands out saying, I'm broke. I'm not going to make it if I don't win. I can't sustain my business. My bills are due. They're going to be like, well, go ahead and shut up shop, close up, and go get a job. Go find something else to do, because this ain't going to change who we're looking to give this money to. We're looking for soldiers because this is business. So they're going to ask you questions about what you do, why you do it, where the passion comes from, because they know at the end of the day, if they send you a rejection letter, you're going to have to use that same energy to keep pushing. Remember why you started this business, why you're doing this, and what you're going to do even if you don't win. Y'all see how this works? Y'all can tell I'm passionate about it, right? Right. Hopefully this is helping, getting your wheels turning. Anybody getting some ahas, some new thoughts, some ideas, understanding? These are the things that should be included on your grant application. Y'all got it? Put got it if you got it. Good morning, Beck. How are you? If you're just getting on for the first time, I invite you to check out blackwomeningrants.com. We have a scholarship for someone to come join us today for only $97 and get mentored for a whole year around this concept of grants, learning about them, but more importantly, creating a grant winning strategy that if you really just took your time, went through the mentorship, there's 24 hours worth of learning from videos, audios, a book, and a worksheet. And if you really listen to what I teach you in the mentorship on these trainings, implement it like Ashley Rankin did, within about a 90-day time frame, you can go from not knowing, not understanding, to really getting clear on your social impact, where to find grants, how to apply to them, what to say on the application, and eventually winning your first grant within a 90-day time frame. So 3 months from today, you could be well on your way to having that check with your business name on it and that amount that you want to see in winning grants. blackwomeningrants.com. Said you had a dream about applying for grants last night. I'm over here eating an orange, keep my throat moisturized. What questions y'all got for me? So far, We talked about what you do. We talked about what you need a grant for, or what you would use a grant for. We talked about making sure that you're applying for grants that align with where you are in your business and what they're looking to award that grant for. We talked about making sure that you share your future growth plans with the grant and have a date to grow by. And now we're talking about your grant goal, that grant budget, when they ask you what are the proposed use of funds or like how you would use their money, and spelling out exactly what that grant will help you achieve if you want it. But most importantly, the key to even standing out even more on that application is telling them what you would do if you didn't win. You're not saying, I don't need your money, y'all just need to pay me. You're just like, no, here's my plan as an entrepreneur with longevity. You can find grants just by going to Google and typing in grants for small business. You can do that free on your own, take a risk, and try to figure out which ones are legit or if you're about to get scammed. I can send you 3 free lists of grants when you join our mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And there's a video in the mentorship that also will share with you how to get grants to come to you daily in your inbox, as well as 13 free grant sources over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Yep, that's a good start, Yvette, when you start writing out everything that you need. Just like we make our grocery lists, or like I just did yesterday, make a list of all the bills. Because, honey, I'm tired of surprises. Like, well, wait a minute. I didn't know that so-and-so was due today. I mean, I knew it because it's on automatic payment, but I don't like surprises. So let's write down them dates so we be expecting it, okay? So when you know what you need, it helps you to prepare that budget. Amen. What other questions y'all got about anything we've talked about so far? Let me know. Any questions? Any ahas? Any takeaways? Anybody's brain going a little bit warm? Over at blackwomenandgrants.com is our year-long mentorship program, and it is for Black women small business owners that are seeking grants and grant-funded opportunities. And so it's a year-long program. It's only $97 to come join us. There's a special link you can use to get that. That's a scholarship price because regular price is $9.97. And if you need help with payment arrangements on that $97, there's Klarna and there's Afterpay options. Just make sure you use the special link. Again, it's blackwomenandgrants.com. The book that I wrote called Finding Funding that I shared with you guys earlier, I have put my 25 secrets to finding and securing these small business grants and grant funded opportunities for your Black woman owned small business. And then what a grant will cover. We talked about this on a live yesterday. I got a list of 60 different business expenses that grants have covered for me. And then the frequently asked questions like the ones we talked about today, which is like, what will you use the funding for? Or what will you do even if you don't win? Like Kanye says, I guess we'll never know. Because you're going to keep pushing forward, right? So when you get that frequently asked question, you're going to be ready for it, how to answer it. So much so that I share how I answer that question on applications. I put my answers in the book. The book is over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And I give you my template. I share with you guys when I have won. And in the book that's on the cover that's on the screen, girl, I got one of my rejection letters in there. And it's some tea. I can't wait to spill the tea. I'm trying to decide if it's too messy, but it's my story and I'm sticking to it. Ashley says her aha is to share how I will still be successful even if I don't win. And then it's not throwing it back in their face because they're like, well, why are you applying if you don't need our money? But it's more like, no, here's my plan. I understand y'all got a lot of applicants. Thank you for considering me. And just know that if I don't win this round, I'm going to keep trying. You're going to see my name again. I'm going to go win some other grants, and I'm going to be back with an even sharper resume. Y'all got some feedback for me? Put all that in there. Yvette says her takeaway is when trying to open a center. Oh, no, this is your question. When trying to open a center, should I start applying for grants now or should I wait until I get a location? Working on my business plan now. I think you can do both. But like we talk about in the lives you've been on, is making sure that you got all the free stuff out of the way. Meaning, your website, your social medias. As you're growing, as you're starting, that's a great time to start sharing your story, documenting your journey, bringing people along. And so imagine you're getting ready to start this center and you got the community behind you because they're being a part of your program. Not your program, your journey, the process. And so when a grant says, well, we know you want to start a daycare, but how do you know people want it? Oh, well, we have 500,000 followers on our social media who's been following our stories from the beginning. They've been wanting to donate. They've been cheering us on. It's going to also help when you run into grants that have like a voting process. You have a whole community behind you to vote. Yes, bring this to our community. We could use it. You got people who will volunteer to help you in some type of way. Because again, they are following your journey from beginning to imagining cutting that ribbon when you find the location. And you're holding this giant grant check and everybody's cheering with you. That's how that works. Any other questions? Let me know. Excuse me. What else y'all want to talk about when it comes to grants for your Black woman owned for profit small business? Let me know. How many of you guys here are already in the mentorship? I know Ashley's with us. Any other grant gamers here? Hey, Princess. Welcome back. Oh, Princess joined us the other day. I'm sorry, that just clicked. Princess is in the mentorship. Any other grant gamers here that I missed? I don't think I seen everybody as they popped in. Annie, hey girl. Did you pay $97 and get access to all the trainings? That's how you know. If you're in the Black Women in Grants mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. I know some of y'all are OGs. Y'all came last year. Princess says, yes, just begun for real. Go, girl. I'm proud of you. Any other grant gamers on here? Anybody thinking about it? Coming to join us? Got questions? Maybe you're over at blackwomeningrants.com getting signed up and you're trying to get logged into the portal. Let me know. There was something else that I wanted to share. Let me give y'all an option of what we can talk about. Ooh, I don't want to talk about that yet. Let me see. So yesterday, I went through the book that is included in our mentorship. It's called Finding Funding, and you can only find it over at blackwomeningrants.com. Jada says, first time coming across your live. This is great. Welcome, Jada. How are ya? Glad to have you here. I listed out 40 different topics we can talk about from the book. Somebody want to throw out a number? And let me see what that topic is. And if I feel like talking about it, we can talk about it. Who's going to be first? Let's see. Yvette said, this is the place to be. This is the club for old people on a Sunday morning. Thank you, Princess. 25. Got to turn my flashlight on here. 25. Ooh, video essays. Ashley, you want to take that topic? Let me look up that page. So I wrote down all the topics my book covers and what page they're on to make it easy to navigate. So that is on page 120. Let me get to that page here. That is all about what to say in a video when a grant asks you to send a video to them. So I'm scrolling. It's 160 pages in this book now. It ain't no joke. I'm getting there. Let's see. 120. So this was a bonus that came from a program that I completed in honor of Madam C.J. Walker. I got a scholarship. I think it was for like $2,500 to go through this training. And at the end, they wanted a testimonial. But you only had a few seconds to do the testimonial. And I'm like, okay, let me break down what I know I need to say in this video. And so on page 120 of the Finding Funding ebook over at blackwomeningrants.com, it's a quick template for setting up your business pitch. So when you have to pitch your business on camera, telling who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do. And if you have like 60 seconds to do it, here's what to say in those 60 seconds. If you got 90 seconds, if you got 2 minutes, usually you'll have at least a minute. And when that timer goes off, you gotta like put all this stuff in there, like why you do what you do. So for example, you'll be talking about the problem that you're solving and the customers who are experiencing that problem, why they need your business so much. You'll have to throw parts of your story in there about how you figured out this was an actual issue that needed to be addressed and you needed to create a business around it. You'll have like 15 seconds to do that. And then another 15 seconds to talk about your what, which is like your solution to solving that problem, which is your business, and how you plan on making money solving that problem in your business. And so you have to talk about how your business answers the why question about why you got started or why you noticed there was a problem that needed to be addressed and you had to start a business around it. Then you're going to have another 15 seconds to talk about how and who, which is what your business model and milestones are, meaning how you make money and how you're measuring the milestones, your growth, your success in your business, plus your most notable customers or partnerships. You know, like if you've had some celebrities stop by and support you, or some big community partnerships, or you've won some funding like a grant or grant funded opportunities. You talk about how all of that plus your team that's helping you run your business all makes this such a unique experience. And then finally, you wrap up with where, meaning mentioning where you're headed. We talked about future planning and all that. You end really big by telling your big empowering vision, that inspiration behind your growth. For example, what you're going to do if you win, what you're going to do if you don't win this grant. But mentioning how you plan to really shoot for the stars and continue to help those that you know you're called to serve. And then giving a call to action for like, if I'm selected for this grant, or if I win this grant, or thank you for considering me for this grant, or if you want to learn more about what we do. Those are calls to action, giving people attention for after this video ends, here's how I could still use your help. So All of that goes into play depending on how long you have for a video pitch. But you also want to make sure that you got time to like introduce yourself, introduce your business, talk about your journey to entrepreneurship, how the grant is going to transform your business through their partnership, and then share your plan for using the grant to better your business and talk about how you're going to also use it to help your community. So, kind of in a nutshell, most of the stuff that we've talked about today can be wrapped up in like a 60-second, 90-second video where, yep, you got to have that script ready to roll, okay? So that's number 25. So thank you, Princess, for throwing that out there. Ashley says, get your ring light, write out your script, and know your videos will get better with time. Her videos from January to July, they are so improved. You said you pay for a hard copy of my book, Finding Funding. Let me see. Let me know which book. Because some of them are on Amazon. I don't know if that one still is, but let me know which one you're talking about. Because if it's Finding Funding, I don't think the updated copy is on there. So you might be paying for before I put all the good juicy stuff in there. But I don't think that one is available on Amazon. I don't know though. But let me know which one you're talking about. Let me look on KDP real quick. Any questions about video essays since I just shared that with you guys? Ashley went from not wanting to do video essays to now having won a $10,000 grant with her last video essay. So I'm just saying, she must be learning something in that mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Amen. Hey, Free Spirit. Oh, you printed it Office Max. Was it expensive? I think when I did it, when I was doing the edits, I paid like close to $50, which was worth it for me. But for y'all, that just seems like a lot. Yvette says, that's me, but I'm going to practice making some videos with my kids. Practice it talking about your business for 60 seconds. Telling that vision behind that daycare. That's a whole nother. I'm finna go take a nap. I got an attitude. I'm mad. I don't want to do it no more. Let me just do it. Get out the way. I hate this. This is stupid. I'm speaking from experience. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today. Unless y'all got more questions, more topics that you need help with grant-wise. I feel like shouting out some people. So, hey, Top Notch Beauty, Ashley Rankin, Yvette Barron. I go through that every time, don't I? Princess, Lakeisha, Jake Paulers. I can't see the rest. Miss Purpose, Lisa Judd, Smooth Ruler. They say you're a host. What does that mean? Anners, Salami, Abdullah. I see y'all. Ooh, the numbers drop. Y'all didn't know I could see y'all on here stalking, huh? That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Being messy. Panel. Grid. Fixed panel. Live requests from viewers. I didn't even know all these little buttons was in here. Okay. I'm just playing around with TikTok now. From followers only. Prioritize requests from gifters. Okay. Allow moderators to manage guests. That she also hosts lives. Okay, thank you, girl. I didn't know what none of that was. I just know it shows who's on here. People think they be sliding on here. I saw a ghost from memories past on one of the lives, and I was like, oh, they must don't know I can see them. This ain't like Facebook, child. TikTok tell all your business. Four more guests. Allow requests from viewers. Can't disconnect when there are no guests. Oh, that's how you hang up on people. Girl, TikTok got all these little things. Okay. I like that. TikTok is a great way to start your video practice. Well, it depends on who you ask. So last year, this time we had 400 people. And then I noticed we were growing at like 10 people a day. So I remember telling one of my mentors, like, we started in May. I said, okay, 10 people a day. We'll be at 1,000 by September. Like I had the math. Child, we went live by the end of May. I don't know where God found these people. I think He's created some new people on earth just to come join us on TikTok so I can hit 1,000 and go live. But that's what I did. We had a video go viral. I think it's very close to 1 million views now, which is really cool. Talking about where to find free grants. They're saying, we could go live. And boy, what a time. That thing live on TikTok is a whole nother beast. It beat me down. I used to get off these lives and go take a nap right away. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, jeez. This is a lot. It ain't like Facebook where I knew most of the people. These were everybody and their mama. Now, a year later, the audience, you guys, the right people have started to show up. I don't have to block as many people or track as many stalkers or weirdos or trolls or white women coming on saying, what about the white women? Why do you just help black women? I don't have that as much. So it's gotten better. What about the men? I'm not black. Can you help me? That's my journey, though. Y'all didn't ask me. I just told you. You said okay. That's why I keep tapping the screen so people on the algorithm can see your life. Thank you, girl. I meant getting comfortable. I'm usually on screen. I've been off screen the last couple months because I had 2 blood transfusions, overnight hospital stay, 7 injections, fainted twice. So I've been building my energy back up to have the stamina to get back on camera. Because for me, that's like waking up, getting dressed, doing my hair, doing my makeup, and entertaining y'all for 90 minutes. The last time I tried it, I liked to pass that on camera. So here we are in the bed talking to y'all on audio. It's a lot easier to go live. Way more consistent. Can do way more lives. Don't have to sit still in one place. That's why y'all hear me moving around. I done fix coffee and water and use the bathroom. I liked it. You said correction. I paid on Lulu's. We'll let you know if it printed. Oh, yeah. Let me know how that goes, girl. That's interesting. Any guys get back to school? I'm not sure. You have to plug that into Google and see what it says. This is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. That's what we talk about here. Your aha is more clarity on how I can tell my social impact story better, separate from rest to reset. Yep. I appreciate your time as well, Chosen. Thank you for being here with us. Y'all got any other questions for me about grants? Princess, you were talking about getting comfortable. Yeah, it depends on your definition of comfort. If you want to get comfortable speaking in front of random people on camera and letting them focus on your teeth, your makeup, your hair, your skin, what you got on, your background, yeah, sure. You may eventually get comfortable talking about your topic. But TikTok is the wild, wild west. Thank you for the roses and stuff and the cheering and stuff. I appreciate you. Yeah, TikTok, ooh, girl. It brought me to close to tears a couple times. But I started during, y'all remember NPCs, where everybody was trying to be an NPC, non-player character, dressing up in their little costumes, trying to be on live all day till they passed out. And now you don't see none of it. Well, I don't see none of it, thank God. But I started during that time, and I was like, "Child, I ain't finna do all that. I'm finna come on here and talk to y'all, teach you what I know, try to help you with your businesses, get this shmoney." But what a time. What a time we had. And so now I don't know where the lives are heading on TikTok. I don't see a whole lot of people's lives. They used to show them in the middle of scrolling, but now you have to click on the tab. So I don't even know if all the little tricks still work to get on people's FYPs for when we go live, but I'm glad y'all show up. They do something to let y'all know we're live. I thought they let our followers know, but y'all probably know more about that than I do. So educate me if you know some tips. Because it used to work when people put FYP that they'll put it in more FYPs for people to come join us. But you can come on here, it's 100 people. You can come on here, it's 2. I'm going to have the same conversation. Irregardless. Thank you for following the live. B Mac, I see you. Hey, Barbara Turner. Welcome, girl. Thank you, M. Leo, for following. We got 67,000 of y'all now. God is amazing. Ain't he amazing? Won't he do it? I got a notification saying you have invited me to watch your live. Okay, so you followed the page and you turned your notifications on. I know they be changing the rules all the time, so I don't know all the little tricks no more. Okay, cool. So that does still work. So when you follow the page, turn your notifications on, and it'll. I heard that if you do that, even if you ain't on TikTok, it'll send out that invitation to join us. So thank you for joining us. That's really cool. I feel like you got a notification. You was like, "Oh, let me stop what I'm doing," and you just paused and came on here real quick. It will. Okay, cool. We don't follow anyone on this account, so I don't know how none of that works. Hey, Miss Soul Inspire, how you doing? Do y'all have any questions about grants, finding grants, getting grants for your business? Let me know. Or any other topics that are top of mind. Oh, I've been on here an hour and a half. I usually spend an hour. Okay. I will be back tomorrow. Our regular time is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So I'll be back. Hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, turn my live on, and come chat with y'all a little bit in the morning. Barbara Turner, this is for Black women for-profit small business owners. So you may have to throw that term in to Google and see what pops up and go from there. I'm on my way out to look out for empty locations. Amen. Walk around Jericho 7 times and pray about it. Talk to the Lord. You never know where it might lead you, girl. I might find a check on the ground. Go on and invest in that business. See you on the next one. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Oh, Miss Soul Inspired said, I am well. It's my first time seeing your live. Very informative information. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Anybody else new here before I go? Let me give you a hug. Hey, cousin. We country cousins around here. You are welcome. Okay, no more newbies. All right. Well, until we meet again, my friends, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. It's very possible that I could pop back up after my nap today, but we'll see. I will talk to you soon. Do follow the page. Do turn the notifications on so you can get invited to watch our live when we're live again. Come engage. And check out blackwomeningrants.com. Claim a scholarship to come join us as well. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.